Hey Bells, welcome to July and the halfway point of 2025. I know I've been away. I honestly recorded May and June. I just never did the voiceovers to post. So let's play a little bit of catch up. I'll show you May, I'll show you June, kind of also show you what I did in actual June, and then I'll end with July. Let's get started. Here's May. It was quick and short. And here is June. There was a lot going on in June. Finishing up what June looks like, I figured I would show you some behind the scenes. This is some decor for our last chapter meeting. I've made a few crafts, not only for myself, but for some of my coworkers. And also in June, one of my favorite things I got to do was host a crafting workshop. So this is kind of how I set up my crafting workshop. Had a few templates to share, but then I let the campers who are high schoolers decide what they were going to make using the Cricut. Other thing I did a lot of was party planning at work. And so there are times when my day job allows me to bring in the creativity. And so that's what that event planning piece comes in, even though that's not really part of my everyday job. And then for each of those events, I still always try to make something that's custom. So there's a combination of retirement parties, baby showers, and actually, believe it or not, in July, I have one more retirement party. The other thing I get to do is I always spend my Fridays in the summer as what I call half-day small business days. And so with that, I go around the town to all these amazing locations like the Farmers Market, Flavor Hills, which is in downtown Raleigh. Even tried this new bakery that's coming up, May Bakery Cafe. And then probably my favorite spot in Wendell, and I'll definitely be back soon, is a sip and shop cafe. And so there's a restaurant attached to like a home, I don't know what you would call it, but like a home lifestyle shop. And I just absolutely loved everything. I wanted to buy it all. The other thing that I got to do in June was use my favorite way to travel, and that's train to attend a conference for work. But part of that conference, one of the nighttime events was visiting the Mint Museum in downtown Charlotte. So I'll share some of my pictures. There is a beautiful portrait of Nina Simone that is in diamonds that sparkles in person. The camera that I had couldn't even catch it, but when I say I just stared at that picture for so long, you see it right here. It was just absolutely stunning. I highly recommend that you take some time and go to the Mint Museum. Of course, I had to find Barbie in the mix, but they have some really amazing collections. And here we are in July. That's before the pen. I'll show you a sneak peek of now that the pen is done. And I've already got a little bit of crafting in the mix because the blog post is up on the blog if you're watching this video. So go check it out. And as always, make something fabulous.